So we got Y.B.I in the building. Before we kick off the interview, I'd like to present you guys with the toast in commemoration to such a great accomplishment. And that is the Three Kings personalized published article by myself, Chronicles Media.
We appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So we're here. We have the Three Kings album, 14 tracks of innovation. What have y'all days been like since dropping the tape? What, a little over a month ago, right?
Yeah. I would say that it's been full of energy, man. I mean, from the feedback we've been receiving and just the moves we're making and also just future plans. I mean, it's been going extremely well. Of course, I'm a workaholic, so it can always go better. But I mean, I'm pleased to see what's going on and what's coming to the movement right now.
Absolutely, I agree with everything he's saying. It's a thrill to see Three Kings on every string. I like it.
Have you been gaining more attention since the album dropped on social media?
Absolutely.
Even when people see you out? Yeah?
Absolutely.
How have you been receiving that?
To me, I take it, very humbly. It's nothing different. I just look at it as like, okay, now y'all respecting the music more. I like it.
The grind is more evident.
Because they see the face, they see us stepping. They know what it is.
Yeah, it's been accepted very well, man. We get a lot of positive feedback on it, so I'm excited for that and excited about the next project we're gonna work on.
CiNO, you show more versatility on your rhyme pattern. I think on this album, I think collectively as opposed to the individual singles that were out. We got an EDD Ballin' reference. The cadences was way different. And that's on Deal on the Table. Let's talk about the creative process behind switching up the flow or even kind of stepping outside your traditional box.
Yeah, it was the beat for me. Like once I heard the beat, I was just on it, man. And that's how I was able to come up with them EDD lines, them catchy lines that stood out. That beat did it for me. And then having my boys on the track, it definitely put the icing on the cake.
Was it instant?
Instant, right away.
So as soon as the beat came on, you're like, you know what?
Yeah,
I have something for this.
I have something for that, yeah.
Okay.
It's like when you're a mechanic and it's like, oh, you know what? I got the right tool for that. So it was something like that, yeah.
For sure. VICIOU, walk me through your creative process when you were creating Deal on the Table.
To be honest with you, I mean, what I thought about with Deal on the Table is wasn't just really about us making that record, but this is more for the bosses and entrepreneurs. If the business is not right on the table, you're gonna leave the deal on the table. So my philosophy was about that is cease and desist. So if it doesn't make sense, if it's not advantageous for the brand right here, Y.B.I, we're gonna leave the deal on the table. So that's exactly what it was, and I stand by it, and that's 100% stand and deliver. Y.B.I, leave the deal on the table.
So you kind of kept it. You made sure that you kept it conceptual.
Absolutely.
How important is that when composing a song?
I think, you have different listeners, and depending on what they want to listen to, it's very important. So, I mean, for me, everything I do and what the team's going to do is always going to be conceptual, just to make sure that it appeals to the masses, if you will.
Don, do you find it easy in your creative process to stick to concepts? Like once you hear the title of a song, do you automatically have something for it, or do you need to sit on it a couple of days? What's your creative process when sticking to concepts?
Honestly, smoke some weed. Once I hear the beat and know what the song is about, I got it from there.
Okay.
That's about it. I'm freestyling majority of the time.
Okay.
Other than that, if the song I got a right to, that's when it comes out. Other than that, roll up.
So when it comes to Don creating, and you said you like to roll up, because I guess it takes you to a different plateau.
Yes.
Opens up your mind.
Yeah, man. Yeah, far from what I'm normally thinking.
So would you say that when you create music in general, would you say that you freestyle more times often than not?
Yes.
Does that require more blunts?
Almost. I go there. You've been in the lab with me. You know
I have.
I do.
They don't call him Smoke God for nothing.
Man,
You know it.
I think he lives up to that moniker, right? Beat selections. They're pretty versatile throughout the album. Who was responsible for picking most of the beats on the Three Kings project?
I took the lead on that, of course, with the input and feedback from the team. But I took the reins for that.
Anything you would change about the beat selection thus far?
Not at all. To be honest with you, I mean, from a versatility standpoint, that's what the album was. It was like a thrill ride. It's like a roller coaster. It was up and down, and then we finished, on a high note with the collab for No Pressure, and that's exactly what it was. We gave you, more of an introspective from Y.B.I, from the intro to, Level Up, Ain't About the Money, and then, we gave some party records in between that, and then we took you to the soulful route, and then we brought it back a little bit to the trap, and then we went a little bit to the Bay with it, and then we brought it back home and finished it on a soulful tip. And it just showed the versatility from the group.
Full navigation?
Absolutely.
Yeah, even though he took the lead on the beat selections, he also made us a part of the selections. Well, he would ask us like, "What you think about this beat?" It's like, "Oh yeah, we rocking with that. All right, cool." So yeah, it was all three of us.
Because CiNO, I know you like to write, so beat selections is very important, right?
Oh yeah, it's very important when you write.
Why so?
Yeah, because it's like you're a storyteller. You want to tell a story that entertains the ear. So you gotta put that pen to that pad. Yeah, very important.
What's your favorite type of beat to rap on, Don?
Right now, man, I was gonna say trap. I would have to say party music.
I would agree.
Yeah, party music.
Why do you find party music being your comfort zone?
I'm always lit. Look at me, bro. Every day a party. Billionaire status, man.
Yeah, Don is like, he's the hype one. He's the live one in the group. So that one fits him perfect.
How about you, Vicious? What you think you prefer?
No preference. More of what I'm feeling. As long as I catch a good vibe with the beat, as long as I can catch a vibe, I'm gonna deliver.
He want the dramatic beats.
On Three Kings, did you write a lot? What do you think, okay, out of 10, what was written as opposed to what was freestyle?
I wrote, I want to say four of them, 4 songs.
Do you find it easier to record when you have something written or something just off the dome? Or does it depend on the concept?
As of right now, how I'm feeling as of today, I would have to say it goes off the concept like now, because I'm taking more respect in what I'm putting out. Like, so right now, but when I was recording that album, I was all into my freestyle bag, but as we grow, you'll see. I gotta pull out my pen, I gotta shoot some things that with the penmanship, just to let y'all know.
So that's a Don Fresh quotable on Chronicles media
Yeah,
moving
man,
forward.
cool.
You penning, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my pen.
So when it comes to beats, you guys have some down south influence beats, trap beats, the Pop Smoke, Everything I Do Is Foreign is out. And you guys obviously have the up-to-date contemporary hip-hop West Coast feel. Dame, being the executive behind the Three Kings project, how important was it for you to have this album marketing across different coasts?
It was very important, and I felt on several levels. And I say that because at the end of the day, as I've shared with many individuals that's asked, what's your style, what's your sound, what's this? We Y.B.I, Young Billionaires Incorporated, and we're gonna always show versatility. And that album just pretty much showed what the group is about, what we're willing to do, and there's pretty much not a beat that we're not willing to, spaz on. I mean, every beat, put a beat in front of Y.B.I, it's not safe. I'll put it to you just like that.
So VICIOU, you wear 3 hats. You're CEO, an equal part of Y.B.I, and the executive heir. At times, let's talk about the difficulty in balancing, or if any.
Got you. First things first, as far as where I sit, there's no difficulty. I'm a workhorse, and I feel it's important to bring out the best in the group. And of course, if I can bring the best out of the group, it's important for me to also deliver on a high level. So wearing 3 hats is not a problem. I don't mind, facilitating the business side, of course, in conjunction, collaboration with the team. And, also as being an artist, utilizing that creative side to continue to build and make some dope music. And then on the other side, having that executive ear saying, hey, it looks like the game is moving in this direction. Let's see what our Y.B.I twist is going to be.
Analytics.
Absolutely. To keep building. And it's been a thrill. I've enjoyed every step of the way. And with this group right here, this whole team, it keeps me going.
Do you find yourself being able to be in a more creative space wearing 3 hats? Because it's different experiences, right?
Yeah, that's a great question. And again, for me, because everybody, it's a slight adjustment, but for me, I don't see a problem with it. I actually enjoy it. And also, in order to succeed, you got to be able to accept the challenge. Okay. And when I look at this whole game here, challenge has been accepted.
CiNO and Don, what are y'all role in I.B.I? What are y'all role in Y.B.I?
I say my role is keeping it lit, keeping the focus on us, always turning up no matter what. Ain't no downfalls when it come in my possession of the team. Like, just always gonna stand out. When you see me, I rep the brand heavy. Yeah, I'm an anchor for the team. Yeah, I'm gonna stand there.
Whether social media,
all that,
out and about,
wherever,
promo.
Wherever.
Right on. I think that's very important to have on the team, because that's just another part of the group's personality, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
when you want to talk, I'll talk back. Talk to me.
Personable.
It don't matter what it is. I'm a billionaire. I'm here for them.
Right
They're there for me.
Right on. Right on.
Yeah, for me, the music part, I would say my role is to try my best to grab the audience, say a line here and there that's catchy that will attract the ear, and that's very important to me, because you gotta just a couple seconds for that ear, whether they like it or not. So yeah.
How involved were you in creating an album?
How involved were it? Yeah, it was 100% involved in creating the 3 Kings. We took that delay, and just by us coming back was just like, man.
You was ready. You had the zeal.
Time to gear up. It was a little rusty here and there, but for the most part, it was just game time.
Have you shaken off some of the rust?
Oh, most definitely.
And most recently, you guys performed at WAP Wednesday.
Shout out to Dragos.
Shout out to DJ Dragos. We're gonna touch on that towards the latter part of the sit-down interview. So, let's talk about relationships. How important is it for you to have a cohesive relationship with the fellas, with your brothers?
It's very important, man. Our bond, our chemistry is so strong. Like, there's no breaking it. Like, me and VICIOU, we blood brothers, but Don is like, we look at him as blood. It's like, we all brothers at the end of the day, and it's blood is thicker than water. So yeah, man, it's very important.
When there's disagreements within the group, who do you think is the common denominator to get it solved and get it kind of worked out? Because we know personalities are personalities, right? Whether it be at work, personal, sometimes you just don't see eye to eye. So who's the common denominator to keep heads, cool and thriving?
Yeah, because I be getting out of character. He be like, man, you gonna bring your black ass come over and sit down? What you doing?
But it helps, so it keeps you accountable,
keep me out
right?
of trouble too, yeah.
Yeah, one thing about Dame, he gonna keep it 100 with you.
I'm like, what
Whether
you
you
doing?
like it or
man?
not, he gonna
What are you
gonna
like?
tell you
What
the
part
truth.
Transparent.
Yep.
What are you doing? I was just, nah. All right, say less. Which, you know, is needed though. Somebody got to be there to like, hey man, what you thinking about? That ain't it.
Growth. You know, I see growth in Don Fresh. What did you learn about yourself while creating the Three Kings project, personally?
Ooh, honestly, I had to adjust a time and place for everything. That's me. I didn't really care about what I'm doing, whatever. Nah, bro, you can't do that this time. Slow down. It's a time for this. It's a time for that. It's a time for that. I really had to structure everything, so it's, you know, it's cool. Even to help me with life, like I go to the gym every morning.
More regimen, discipline.
Man, and it's more cooler. It's like a breath of fresh air, breezing through life right now. I ain't tripping.
Feeling good?
Oh man, come on.
Right on.
We lit, man.
For me, I'll say confidence. Like, I was more confident in this album that we put together prior to the last ones. Trying different styles, you know, being more confident, that helped out.
Kind of stepping outside the
I
box
was stepping outside the box, yeah.
from the comfortable traditional CiNO rhyme cadence.
Right, yeah.
Moving forward, are you gonna step outside the box even
most
more?
Most definitely, yeah.
It
Try
kind of
different
took for you to kind of try it
Yeah.
and succeed, right?
Definitely, yeah.
How do you think you would have received it had it not panned out the way you wanted to pan out? Would you
I would
switch
just-
it up or?
Yeah, I'll switch it up.
And as far as me, I feel like it's like riding a bike. It was like
A
you
formality?
Absolutely. You had the groove, you took a break and jumped right back into it and just continue that rhythm. And I feel right now like I'm in a better creative space. And if I'm in a better creative space, our team is in a better creative space, and we're just going to continue to create and win.
Let's talk about jumping back into it. Had a live performance like we talked about. We're gonna touch on that at WAP Wednesday. DJ Drago. Shout out to DJ Drago.
Shout out to Dracos.
When was the last performance prior?
Was it in Downey?
We had a spot in Downey. I can't put the year out there, but it was a spot in Downey many moons ago. Spot in Downey. It was pretty dope venue. Started off pretty slow. It picked up, and we rocked it. We actually had a song to put a date on that time. Me and Fresh had a record together called "How I Stunt," and we actually performed that. Copton AV was on the card. My boy Rodell, Exclusive Management, was also in the building, and we just we turned it up, man. And that was a very fond memory from then to fast forward to WAP Wednesday, being on a Drago's card, and you know, seeing Vada, Fanatics, G5, Killer F, Ash Bash, CEO Set Trip. I mean, just seeing a lot of different artists come out and really put on for the coast.
Did you have to shake off any rust you feel?
Not at all. I mean, you know, I think at this point, it's either you have it or you don't. It's not really like still trying to figure it out or anything like that. Like, we got to run, and we got to run full throttle the entire time.
And you know,
all gas.
And you know, Shawty Wanna Ride, that was a song that you guys performed at WAP Wednesday.
Shout out to Papa Got Beats on it. It's on God, man. And Mr. Solo, that was a banger.
I think that song was very fitting for that environment.
That was perfect, man.
Any rust, CiNO?
Rust on performing? No, it was like riding a bike, man. Like, yeah, it felt good.
Did it?
It felt good.
Yeah, I know, man, because you was I was blessed to have been in the building, and you definitely put on the show.
Yeah, you know. And,
More so like arena style.
yeah, and you know,
I'm like, that's Rose Bowl
and that's what I
performance
try
right
to
there,
do.
right?
I try to get that one of them, you know, one of them audience. I try to snatch one of them. If I can get one, I'm good.
Voice was projecting.
Everything.
Can hear you loud and
Yeah.
clear, breath control. I said,
Yeah.
this is CiNO the performer. King CiNO the performer.
Yeah.
We know Don did his thing, of course.
Yeah, I just had fun.
Who picked the song to perform there?
Actually, to be honest with you, I sent a few records over and we let them decide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We just sent a few over and that was it. And shout out to my boy DJ Rob De Niro too. He spent a couple. Shorty went around a few times too. So
Why is it important to connect with DJs in this game, Vicious?
man, if you don't have DJs, you don't have nothing. Yeah, it's not even club. If you don't have DJs, you don't have nothing.
Like-
I mean, they're the anchor. I mean, they help push this. I mean, you push them, they push you, and it just got to be respectable and keep it going.
No,
But-
Don was laughing, but I'm serious, Don. That's a lost art in the game. You have to build relationships with DJs.
Yeah, they the
But
backbone.
for you, it's natural, right?
Yeah, I'm like, who wouldn't want? You
But
better
I'm
get up
just
to the
saying.
booth and holler at the DJ.
I had to ask that question because this is a bit of information that,
the
people
DJ
can, extract. They can
They're the
live with
backbone
it.
of the music, man. Of the music game.
DJs
Shout
are
out to
very
all
important.
the DJs on the west side.
I was just about to say
worldwide,
that.
man.
Shout out to all the DJs worldwide. Shout out to y'all. Dame, how important are live shows to you? Like the value of them?
Very important. I mean, because that may be the first time someone has an opportunity to interact and also have a Y.B.I experience. So it's either you're gonna either hit the target or miss the target. So coming there and delivering is very important. Connecting with the audience, making it a bit more personable to the audience is very important, and also making the mark indelible so they know at the end of the day, oh, Y.B.I was in the building. You know what? Who was those guys that performed that Ain't About the Money record, or the Shorty Wanna Ride, or who did this, or I noticed the logo or the branding. So it's very important, but I think more of the connectivity with the audience.
As an artist and a performer and a creator, how do you draw the crowd? Because CiNO just said he finds one person, and then obviously, like once you target one person, then that vibe, it becomes infectious and it spreads across the crowd in the room.
Exactly.
Right? How do you go about engaging with the audience while performing?
It starts with your appearance. Starts with that man came out with 15 Cuban links around his neck, or I was watching, he had this on, or rocking that, or this and that. And, as you're looking into the crowd, that eye contact, it's important. I mean, no matter how many people in the building, you make eye contact. If it's this section, that section, up top, far back, whatever it is, connect with the people. If you don't connect with the people, there's no show.
Don, how do you connect?
Drip.
Can you elaborate on what drip is for those who might not know?
Shit, the Y.B.I fashion, man. Clothes, the music, the look, the wear, the sound, the whole talk. When you see us,
The up tempo.
yeah, every time. Like, ooh, that's them? Yeah, that's them. You know that's them. They slapping.
Who are some of your favorite performers growing up or even present day?
When I was a kid, Mike and MC Hammer, they was lit.
For sure.
Yeah. As I got older, well, I'll have to say Ross, I like how he performed. Fab, he cool with the performance. As far as the concerts, ooh, I gotta go with Drake, them be lit. Yeah, Drake and Wiz Khalifa, them.
He knows how to move a
Man,
crowd,
them
entertain a crowd.
swag,
For sure.
them performers be gas. I'm like, all right,
That's a nice list to that you chose from.
man. All of them lit. Legends.
Hands down. I know you didn't ask me this question, but I just got
Oh, it's coming right back to you.
Busta Rhymes, man. You cannot forget about
Lord,
Busta
my
Rhymes.
bad, yo.
Man,
my
he-
fault, Buster.
you know,
if you watching this, man.
If you ever seen his performance, man, it's like he take you on a ride, like a roller coaster. Like this dude is going all out. He's one of my favorite and only favorite performers to watch.
Who would you say, with all due respect, you would mimic yourself after, performance-wise?
Performance-wise, no one, just CiNO.
Authentic CiNO?
Authentic CiNO, man. I'm that R&B rapper, man. There's only one king.
And see, that's a new tagline. That's a new nickname. I like it though. It's fitting though. You said you're the who?
The R&B rapper.
I just want to hear you say it one more time.
King CiNO.
King CiNO. Dane, I noticed during a live performance and WAP Wednesday, you had a lot of crowd interaction and you wouldn't rap bar for bar. Who'd you pull that from?
No one specifically. I mean, I watched a lot of shows. I mean, it's no different than just seeing typical artists come out and have a hype man. And, you know, you have hype man that'll fill in some words, or sometimes you have the audience fill in the words. And I mean, no disrespect to the venue. You know, you have to adjust to the venue. And I just wanted to actually, in this setting, allow the DJ, as my verse was playing, to kind of pause and reflect and let my verse that was playing kind of illuminate and take over, then I'll bounce right back to it.
So it was strategically done.
Absolutely.
What's next up for Y.B.I. VICIOU?
We have an album coming up, Los Angeles Times, and I'm also planning to work on a solo piece as well.
How many tracks on Los Angeles Times?
You know, King Chronicles is being nosy again. You know?
Try to break the exclusives. You have supporters that will
viable
information.
I knew this was coming up.
For sure.
Yeah, we haven't got that far yet, but yeah, it's coming.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. 3 Kings is out, but I just, for the supporters, they might want to know. So moving forward, we have a soft update on what's going on with Y.B.I.
Okay.
Nothing conclusive. I try for the supporters out there, most definitely. Don,
Talk to me.
any solo projects in the future? An EP, a full-length album?
Yeah, I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna sneak something out there. I'm gonna throw some jabs every now and then. I'm mostly for the team. I'm a billionaire. I like where I'm sitting at. It's cool. It's a lot of shade. I mean clouds, if you catch my drift.
Learning more too, how to work with a team.
Yeah, I'm starting to, I feel more like a student right now too. Because it's different from just ripping and running, or just go in the studio, do this song. Or just go in the studio, do this song. Shoot a little pump video, whatever. Nah, this right here, slow down, like I said.
You have an obligation.
Yeah, you gotta pull over, get out the car, see what everybody talking about. This ain't no drive-through. Sit down and enjoy the meal, which that's what billionaires do. They sit down, they talk it out and get everything, well organized and handled, which I have no mind. It's a blessing, so I'm enjoying the ride.
No debate.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna do a solo project, and I'm full speed ahead. I'm gassing everything I touch once you hear this project.
Who's Y.B.I?
VICIOU, CiNO, myself, Don.
3 Kings.
Young Billionaires Incorporated, based out of Los Angeles, California.
Keep up. Let's go. Come on. You supposed to be the man? I know you can be the man for a month. Keep up. We doing this 365. We doing it 365. Keep up. We doing it the next mixtape or next album come out. Come on. Where your albums at? I see people trying to do what CJ doing. I ain't seen nobody's blow up yet. Come on. We got another one coming. Come on.
I said them 3 Kings back. Them 3 Kings back. Them 3 Kings back. I said them 3 Kings back. 3 Kings back. Them 3 Kings back. Them 3 Kings back. I said them 3 Kings back. Back like we never left. We took a break. Got a mind right. Got the shine right. Got the business tight. Replenish the game like electrolytes.
Run it up, never come in second. First place, just counting blessings. Big meals on every plate. When you see my neck, that's real estate.
I ain't fucking with Y.B.I. Just ring the alarm. I said, hell to the throne. Toast to the life. I said, back in the zone. Damn, we own.
Okay, shrivel black, fear gods on my feet. Y.B.I, there's no defeat. Hating on me, I will delete. You talking big, yo talking sheep.
Whip it up and serve it. Just what you need, huh? Everything got that bounce, huh? Just like you need, huh?
Got me feeling like Travis. Yeah, I'm going off that attitude. Watch it spread like a virus, call it cancer flow.
Bust down, rolling for the show. Cuban on Cuban, who you fooling? Making a name for the team, like Run DMC and Rick Rubin.
Fish scale, water whipping. We back, oh yeah. Catching plays, whipping plays. Selling, whipping dope, yeah, we in that lane. Dramatically, we spazzing and we getting dope. They call me Don Fresh, Y.B.I, we still the show.
Said I'm ready for war. Got 100 to your 0, now let's settle the score. Now it's death to that fuck shit. Put it on the stretcher. Class in session, bitch, and I'm the professor.
Okay, that grind time did it. Now we back up on it. By popular demand. Now we flipping the stacks, building the brand, switching the flow, switching the lanes, curving them lanes, no loose change. Fuck y'all can keep the remains. Y.B.I, y'all keep the change. I said them 3 kings back. Them 3 kings back. Them 3 kings back. I said them 3 kings back. 3 kings back. Them 3 kings back. Them 3 kings back. I said them 3 kings back.
I want to see them keep up. Keep up. Let's go. Come on. You supposed to be the man? I know you can be the man for a month. Keep up. We doing this 365.